Hi, I'm Archie Matthews. I'm a community partner and volunteer. I want to welcome you to Habitat for Humanity. When I was 29 years old, I went to work for the city of Yakima. I was a carpenter, and I worked at the Office of Neighborhood Development Services, which is the housing department that manages the community development block grant funds and the home money that the city receives as an entitlement from the federal government through housing and urban development through HUD. When I was a child, I grew up in a very hardworking family, but we were very poor. And so as a small child, I did not experience home ownership. We went from rental to rental, and so, very often we had to stay with relatives between housing opportunities. Later in life, for a short period of time, I was actually homeless. And so I experienced home ownership in my teenage years when my parents bought their first home. My three brothers and I were very proud to be in a home that we could call our own. When I first went to work for the city of Yakima and saw a Habitat for Humanity project, I was very impressed, being a carpenter at that point in time, by the housing projects and how well they were run with volunteers. I also saw how proud the families were to actually take part and work on their homes as part of the Habitat program. Later in my career, I became the Office of Neighborhood Development Services manager, and therefore had the ability to set the budget for construction projects. At that point in time, I became very interested in working with Habitat through the city and funding their projects as much as possible. I was very fortunate to have a very good city council leadership that supported those projects. They never, in all my years there, told me no on a Habitat project, never. There was nothing more heartwarming than to see little kids that knew this was going to be their home, and they were very proud to work on those projects. Many times later in my career, especially around the holidays, I would feel the need to drive by past projects, and that to me was always my Christmas gift to myself, is to see how many of these Habitat homes had basketball hoops in front of them and children's toys in the yards. It was extremely uplifting and made to me what I considered my yearly bonus. Very fortunate to work with several of the Habitat directors over that 30-year period. Very impressed by their board, very impressed by the dedication everybody had. I've seen volunteers from all over the country come and work on homes here in Yakima. I can't say enough about how worthwhile decent, safe, affordable housing is for our future generations. It used to be, and I feel still is, the American dream to own your own home. I want to thank the Habitat Board and all the people that work for Habitat for Humanity. They do an absolutely wonderful job, and I think that they are not applauded enough for the fantastic job they do.